I can't wait to drop it low in like one of these songs.
My spiritual music quality. What they want. This is awesome. I got my songs playing on the radio right now. God. Oh my God. I want to pray. I just want to thank God for everything right now.
Well, please do.
Is it first time you're on the radio? Yeah. I feel so
Look at Miss Tina, Miss Stylist over there. You're so cute. Fast alert.
How you doing?
I'm making it. Forgive my voice. My allergies are kicking in a little bit, but I'm happy to have you with us. Glad to see another Philly native doing their thing on the music scene. Talk a little bit about what that's been like for you. Philadelphia is so rich in musical history, and there's so many people around the city all the time that are, whether they are playing an instrument or singing or spoken word, whatever, there's so much artistry in the city, but at the same time, it's not always the easiest place to get noticed. So how's that been for you?
Well, for me, it's always, I feel like no matter where you go, it's always going to be a struggle, you know what I mean? And until you reach the point where you see yourself at. So even though I'm not, every artist I feel like is always, hard on themselves. And even though I may have not been at the places where like I am going to be soon, for what I've done so far in my career, all I could do is feel blessed, you know what I mean? I was signed at one point. I'm an independent artist now, and I have so much support in my hometown, and it's a really, really humbling feeling, especially, just to see where I started. I started just from going to open mics, and now I'm opening up for Music Soul Child. I'm getting interviewed on my hometown's radio stations, you know what I mean? So, exactly, so it's all good things.
It's a nice ride. I love that sound. That's right up my alley. When it comes to your music and finding out who you are, you're performing a lot of those open mics and kind of figuring out who you are as an artist. How have you navigated that? Are you now where you started? Has it been pretty much a single line, or have you been all over the map and got to the place where you are now?
You mean in terms of sound or just...
In terms of sound, yeah, and the kind of music that you want to create.
Oh, yeah, well, it's interesting. I've always had a style of freestyle singing, and that's where a lot of my songs come from. And I do that because, a lot of times I think I sometimes could overthink when I'm trying to write or things like that. So I just try to let it come out as natural as possible and then build off of that, because that's how you know people are going to feel it anyway. If you're being genuine and vulnerable with yourself, then people are going to be vulnerable with your music. So, I've definitely been on a musical journey from when I first started, evolving in my sound and everything, but it's all connected and it's all from the same root, it's all from me, so it's a fun ride.
There it is for the top of the hour. When you were thinking about, when you look back on what you've done so far, a lot of times when people have this creative thing inside them, there's a moment, something happens early in life in which they know that it's not just something that somebody else can do, but that their talent is kind of unique or kind of singles them out. At what point did you realize that I'm not just singing in the bathroom with the brush, but I actually can do this thing?
It's funny you ask. I should be answering this question, like 4 years old, because I have video of like me in church and the church's choir like pulling the mic from in front of the other kids. I did. It was so bad. But to be honest, I really didn't feel like I could escape music until I got to college. I've been in musical schools like my whole life, from elementary to college. To high school. I went to the Creative and Performing Arts, and I didn't really realize how big music was a part of my life until it wasn't in my everyday curriculum, until I didn't have it around me constantly.
Where'd you go to college?
Yeah, huh?
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Penn State, and now I'm finishing up at Westchester University. But yeah, at Penn State, I was the first time I didn't have a music class, and it was just like, wow, you know, this is really weird. I feel like I'm not myself, and I just knew at that moment, like, it's not anything I could escape, and it's not anything that's just for fun or just a hobby. It's really my passion. So regardless of you know, whatever, I know I have to make music, no doubt.
I mean, you're in Philly, and you know you have access to all these people. Are there one of the things that's difficult, I would imagine, for artists, I can't single it, so it's not difficult for me. But one of the is managing your own sound, but yet also being surrounded not only, you know, in Philly with people who are here, both new and old, but people that are out there already established in the music world that you get influence from. How do you balance that? Is it something that inspires you to say, oh, I love that sound, I love how they did that riff, but at the same time, being an individual artist and bringing what's uniquely you?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, everything's inspiration, you know what I mean? It all starts from inspiration, with different sounds and stuff like that, but it's, I mean, I don't recreate anyone's sound, you know what I mean? And I feel like every artist, you know, nothing's new, but there's nothing new under the sun, you know what I mean? So everything's recreated, and every artist, I feel like, has to be inspired by some other kind of music, because that's how you hear it first anyway. I remember, like, my biggest inspiration is Joao Gilberto and Bebel Gilberto, which is these Latin jazz people from Brazil, and they're amazing. But, you know, I don't exactly sound like Latin jazz, but, you know, I definitely was influenced by the way she sings or the way they make their music and things like that. So, you know, you just kind of use it into your own inspiration and create your own sound with it.
How important was what you heard growing up as part of what you do now?
Oh my God, you know, I didn't even realize how much it was an influence until I got older. But like, my father was a Latin percussionist. Yeah, and my mother was a dancer, and my brother was a vocalist in the musical theater. So I was surrounded with music my whole life. Yeah, my whole life. Like, I would come home from school and try to, like, lock myself in my room because I could hear my father playing in the basement so loud. But you know, once I got a little older and I could look back and appreciate those moments, they're really big, and it really influenced my music because it's where I started from, you know, it's where I came from. So yeah, it definitely has a big positive influence on my sound.
Where do you see yourself going? One of the things you talked about is you were once signed and now you are independent. I'd imagine that with that independence comes some freedom as far as you being an artist and what you want to be able to do. But at the same time, there's other challenges about you having to market yourself and get yourself out there. So talk about where you see yourself going forward as an artist and some of the things you'd like to accomplish.
Yeah, it's funny, like, it's funny you say that. When I was signed, I was actually doing a lot less than when I got independent. And I think the most important thing is just to remember to keep going. Like, nothing can stop you but yourself. You know, like, after I left on good terms with Sony Columbia. I left them back in 2009. In the same month, I was able to sign with a production label right underneath Atlantic's former VP, Roy Hamilton. And then from there, I met Praz from the Fugees, and I started doing an international tour. And then from there, I met Lauryn Hill. Yeah, and then I met Lauryn Hill, and for a short period of time, I got to sing background for her, which was the biggest influence, you know, that I could have. Oh my God, it was probably like, it's like the best experience I've had so far in my musical career. And I've done, like, you know, we went to South Africa to perform for the World Cup. I performed alongside Seal and like Saida Garrett and St. Bart's. But honestly, like, there probably was not a better time for me musically than just being in rehearsals with Lauren and just, you know, kind of just being around that energy, because she's a genius, a musical genius. But I mean, I say all that to say, you know, you never really know what's going to happen, label or not. As long as you know, like, you're secure with yourself and what you're doing, there's really nothing that can hold you back. You can make a good living independently. You just have to learn the independent game, and that's a lot where music's going now anyway. Label, I mean, you know, labels are great, and, you know, of course that's always going to be one of the top goals, but you can do it without a label now. You know, you just have to know your market.
Now, part of this strategy and knowing the independent game is you guys are going to be releasing a downloadable album called The Wonder Years. Did I get that right?
Yes.
And so there's like 11 tracks on there.
Yep.
That's a lot.
It's really not. You know, it's funny. The one.
I mean, it's a lot for free, I mean.
Oh, right. Yeah, but you know, I just want to throw something out there for people because I've never really had a official release of any music except for a single. And you know, I've been blessed to have people really still want to look me up and find my music online, and you know, I'm always getting asked where they can download. So all the music I've been making throughout the years, from my first releases to just freestyles that were never heard to unfinished mixes, I just want to put all that out there for everyone to hear and enjoy, and kind of just say thank you for rocking with me this long. And you know, the new music that's coming is, you know, just to blow them away. So just a little, you know, just a little intro to what's to come. And I wanted to put it out there for free. So it is going to be downloadable tonight after the Music Soul Child show, for free on bandcamp.com.
I was about to say, it's all, folks can find that at bandcamp.com. But they can also see you perform tonight live in person at the Blockley. What time does that start?
That starts at 7 p.m. Doors are opening at 7, and I believe DJ Active, who is an amazing international Philly native DJ, yeah, he's going to be starting it off with his set at 8 o'clock, I believe. So definitely want to come to that.
That's what's up. That's a good thing. What's the next thing after the Blockley? Where's the next place you can see live?
I actually am performing at the Kimmel Center on February 13th for their monthly series called Sitting In. And that's actually going to be a free event, so, you know, it's great. Valentine's Day is the next day, you know, so it's probably going to be a nice night to come out.
Oh. That's dope, man. People can see you in a couple of different venues. The Blockley is kind of an intimate venue. Obviously, the Kimmel Center, more of a concert hall type venue, so that's pretty cool if you will get a chance to support local artists. I think that's one of the things, too, is that speaking of so many artists that have come from the area, not just people who are in music, but people, writers and folks in other industries, filmmakers, whatever. A lot of times, they don't necessarily get the opportunities to perform or show what they're doing in front of live people in the city. You know, they're not able to perform for folks to see until later on. But being able to do it as your career is growing is a cool thing too, to get that love from the hometown.
Definitely, yeah. I couldn't feel more blessed right now. You know, to be totally honest, I feel so good right now, and I've been getting so much support from Philly and beyond Philly, and it's just, you know, it's a really, really, really humbling feeling. You know, with the concert tonight, opening for Music Soul Child, I go on like around 9:30. And I know it's going to be such a good time, and there's a lot of love that's going to be in there tonight for me, for music, for Just Bino, for Susan Christine. Philly is on a good page right now.
Absolutely, I'm so proud of what Philly artists are able to do, and there's so much talent out there.
Definitely.
Just waiting to get noticed on a national scale. Thank you so much for joining us again. The album is the free album is going to drop at midnight tonight?
Yes, midnight tonight.
Midnight tonight, and it's going to be available at bandcamp.com. When is the next album besides that going to drop?
Actually,
what's coming up?
Yeah, funny you asked. I'm actually releasing a project with my producer Sam Live, who's like an amazing Philly native producer. We're going to be dropping something on Valentine's Day to follow up the Kimmel Center show called Everyday Love. And you really want to look out for that. It's going to be such a good project.
Okay, there's no man hating on there, is there?
Huh?
There's no man hating on there.
Oh, no, not at all. No, it's all about that love, so you'll be safe.
I can get behind that.
Yep, definitely.
Thank you for joining us, Selena. I really do appreciate it. How can folks find you online, follow you on Twitter, all that stuff?
Yeah, definitely. You could find me on Twitter, Selina Carrera, Twitter /Selina Carrera. I'm also on Bandcamp if you do selinacarrera.bandcamp.com. My Facebook music page is also Selina Carrera. So as long as you know how to spell my name, you are in good shape.
So give it to us again slowly.
Okay, so It's Selina Carrera, SELINA CARRERA. And on any social media network, if you put that in, you'll find me. So twitter.com/Selina Carrera, selinacarrera.bandcamp.com, and also on my music page for Facebook, it is Selina Carrera, and that is the best way you can find me right now. And also on my Tumblr, it's the same thing, Selina Carrera.
Okay. And this is a personal question. Where's your father from?
My father is from Puerto Rico. I'm actually, from his side, I'm actually first generation here in the States.
Okay, and so what is your father's favorite place to eat in Philly?
I would say his favorite is La Colombiana, which is on 5th Street.
Just want to make sure, that's my spot. I just want to make sure if there was another one out there I didn't know about.
Oh, what you know about La Colombiana?
I love that place. Well, my stepmom is Puerto Rican, my stepfather is Cuban, so
oh, nice.
You know, Philly is crazy for me, but I have a hard time finding, like, I've been trying to get my families for Christmas for the last 5 Christmases. Everybody's grandma sells them, but when it's time for me to get them, I can't get my hands on them.
Oh, man, I heard that.
So, you know, I go to a draw, and so, you know, I mean, searching this thing high and low, but not for us. Again, tonight, she'll be at the Blockley, which is, was that 38 Market, Troy?
Yep, 3801 Chestnut Street. Yep.
You can check her out there. And then again, the free performance at the Kemp Center. So make sure you check her out, Selina Carrera, and support talented Philly artists. We're going to take a break in 15 minutes before the top of the hour. We don't have to take a break. There's no 40. Okay? Phone lines open 215-634-8065, 215-634-8065. Toll free 866-361-0900. Alright, so there were a couple things I wanted to jump into as we shift gears again. If you want to talk about the school situation, what I was talking about earlier with school choice, public versus semi-public, the charter schools and all that, this would be the opportunity to do that now. Also, the piece about the person who's going to be sitting in for replacing John Kerry in that seat.
Are we done?
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yay! That was so good.
Oh, my God, it was alright.
Yes, it was
like
actually
natural and like fun and like so.
I'm so excited and happy for you.
Charles, you taking a shower?
I'm taking a shower, but can I get like 5 words? Like, so how do you feel about your interview? Like, how does it feel?
Oh, you know, I feel like a motherfucking cheat. No, I'm joking. I feel great. You know, that was my first Philly interview. That was my first Philly radio interview, and it's actually on the only radio station in the morning that's like black and people of color radio ran. So that to me is like a big deal too. I'm feeling on fire right now. I just want to get everything done before the night show.
Yes, tonight show. Tonight's show is going down. We not playing around, so you better be there or be square. All right.
Oh my God. All right.
All right, and we out. We getting ready. Who else you know can rock a t-shirt and hair back in the morning and still look so beautiful, no makeup or nothing? You know what I'm saying? And Tina too. And I like that shirt. I like that shirt.
No making a nut.
Yeah, that's cute. All right, we out.
Radio bra.
Radio bra.
Oh my God.
All right, definitely.
Oh shit. All right.
Okay, yeah, that was
So
cute.
y'all get ready. I'm gonna finish making these CDs real quick. And